And now, the 2025 TNA Wrestling Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony.
All eyes are on TNA Wrestling tonight as we prepare for our biggest event of the year, Bound for Glory. Welcome to the Songa Center in Lowell, Massachusetts, the greater Boston area. And before the action begins, we will honor the legends who built this company. This is the 2025 TNA Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony on the countdown to Bound for Glory. And now, to kick off this unforgettable night, let's go to the host of Bound for Glory, Gabby Laspiza.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2025 TNA Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. Yes. I am Gabby Laspiza, and we are coming to you live from Lowell, Massachusetts for an unforgettable night tonight. Now, tonight is all about the icons and trailblazers that have helped shape TNA Wrestling. With that being said, please help me in introducing a Knockouts legend and TNA Hall of Famer, Tracy Brooks.
Being the original TNA Knockout, I once stood alone. But slowly that began to change. And October 14th, 2007, 10 incredible women took to that ring, and we crowned the first ever TNA Knockout World Champion. In 2009, we see the introduction of the TNA Knockout Tag Team Championships. 2013, we see the first ever all TNA Knockout pay-per-view air. Hard to Kill, 2022, the division was elevated once again, literally, when the TNA Knockouts had their first ever Ultimate X match. Slammiversary 2025, not only did TNA break attendance records, but we saw 21 women in that ring. And tonight, we add another chapter to this legacy, where we don't induct one, but two, but 3 TNA Knockouts into the first ever all-female Hall of Fame class. What was once one became many, and together the Knockouts build a division that helped start a revolution. To my Knockouts past and present, thank you for rewriting the rules, for breaking the molds, and for letting the world know that the TNA Knockouts are more than just another pretty face. So tonight, not too many people left a mark quite like this next group we're about to celebrate. I'm talking about my dear friends, Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the beautiful people.
Together, they turned beauty into a brand.
Beauty is everything.
And arrogance into art.
They are the team of Velvet Sky and Angelina Love, the beautiful people.
The original mean girls of pro wrestling. The beautiful people. Angelina Love and Velvet Sky.
Don't hate our beautiful looks. Hate the gate.
No, really.
Nobody wants to see your face. Nobody. Look all you want, but never, ever touch the beautiful people.
Some of the most vile, despicable villains in TNA history.
They were loud, they were unapologetic, and they didn't just have matches. They got people talking.
2 women who cared truly about this company, who demands respect in in the ring and cared about making this division successful.
They were integral to the ingredients of that first class of women in the knockouts division that made it a success.
They were doing it at a time that it was hard to stand out, but they made their way.
Beneath the glamour, there was grit, determination. Behind every smile was the struggle of pioneers and two women who fought to make the world watch.
Don't you know the marks out there pay to see us because we're hot?
It was really empowering as a female to watch them embrace their sexuality, embrace their beauty. They just exuded confidence, and I think that's very important for young girls watching nowadays to see.
They were true to themselves. They were true to their mission, and that was cleansing the knockouts division one ugly person at a time.
They didn't just perform, they transformed. They helped turn the knockouts division into a revolution. They shattered the mirror of expectation, proving that you could be powerful and beautiful, that confidence was not a sin, it was survival.
Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, I hope you two know how very important you are, not only in the TNA knockout division, but in women's pro wrestling all around the world. The beautiful people were so special because they didn't just show up as wrestlers. They showed up as an entire movement.
On camera, two of the meanest of the mean girls you'll ever meet. Off camera, two of the biggest sweethearts you'll ever meet. You will always be imitated, but you will never be duplicated.
They cleansed TNA wrestling one ugly person at a time. And tonight, the beautiful people sit on top of their throne and are forever immortalized in the TNA Wrestling Hall of Fame.
What an amazing legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man who has the honor of presenting the beautiful people into the TNA Hall of Fame, the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
Thank you. I know what you're all thinking. Why is the ugliest member of the beautiful people presenting Angelina Love and Velvet Sky into the 2025 TNA Hall of Fame? The answer is this simple. Billy Gunn wasn't available. I've known the beautiful people for a long, long time, but Bound for Glory in 2007 started the beautiful people when there was a vision for TNA, for the knockouts to be way before there was women's evolution. The knockouts, what were they were supposed to be? Beautiful, fierce, and can kick ass. Angelina Love is a 6-time TNA Knockouts champion. Velvet Sky is a 2-time Knockouts champion. Together, they have held so many titles. I would sit out here forever, but it's not about me. It's about the two beautiful people that I've been blessed to know for a long, long time. Please rise to your feet because it is truly my honor to present in the 2025 TNA Hall of Fame, the beautiful people.
We have a little surprise for our inductor, Tommy Dreamer.
Tommy, we need you to close your eyes.
I'm hardcore. I take them both. Okay.
Out you go, Tommy.
Okay, here we go.
Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight and celebrating TNA and for celebrating with us. We are extremely, extremely proud, and we're glad that you are here to do this with us. Being inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame at Bound for Glory is truly a full circle moment for us. We both debuted at Bound for Glory in 2007, which was the birth of the TNA Knockouts division.
Yes.
18 years ago, if I could have seen into the future and known what was to come for all of us, I personally wouldn't have stressed out so much when I was 25 years old and hit the first crossroads of my career. I didn't know what was to come, and I thought my dreams were over. Then the call came from TNA to help start their new women's division. And when all of us got together that night in Atlanta, we made history. So I want to thank every knockout who was in that Gauntlet for Gold match at Bound for Glory 2007. Tracy Brooks, Miss Jackie Moore, Shelly Martinez, Awesome Kong, ODB, Christy Hemme, Gail Kim, Velvet Sky, and Roxy Laveau. And to the current Knockouts division, you guys are killing it. We're so proud of you, and you're representing female wrestling in the most amazing way. I'd like to thank my trainer, Rob Fuego, the kindest, most patient, and wonderful trainer I could have ever had. I am the third knockout of his to get inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame, so I'd say he did a pretty good job with us. And even though we just paper bagged him, I want to thank Tommy Dreamer. For those of you who don't know, when Tommy Dreamer came into a position in talent relations, I was his first hire. And I wear that like a badge of honor. And I know that Tommy says that I put in all the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears, but I will always say that I would never have a career if it was not for Tommy. So thank you, Tommy. And Tommy really got us with this surprise. And Carlos, yes. TNA President Carlos Silva, thank you for surprising us with this honor. Does anybody remember a 6'5", 270-pound fashionista of ours? Cute Kip, our first addition to the beautiful people. It will never not blow my mind that Billy Gunn from D-Generation X was in our Mean Girl group. We had the best times with Kip. We learned a lot from him, and we love you. Love you, Kip. I want to thank the Jarrett family, Dutch Mantell, Jeremy Borash, and Vince Russo for believing in us and giving us the ball and letting us run with it. I want to thank Dale Oliver for creating the iconic Beautiful People entrance music. I think that deserves its own Hall of Fame induction at some point. Thank you to all of the producers, editors, the cameramen, the agents, lighting guys, ring crew, hair and makeup, seamstresses, photographers, everybody. We would not be able to do what we do and look the way that we do. So we thank you for helping us with that and making our show a true spectacle. My family is here tonight from Canada. My parents, Vince and Terry, my sister Carmen. I have the most supportive parents in the world. My mom used to keep one of my trading cards in her purse and show everybody that she could. They've been there for me through all the ups and downs, the hirings and the firings, and I couldn't do any of this without you. I love you. My sister Carmen, who rumor has it when we were growing up, I may or may not have learned how to be a true heel because of her. When she tried to watch anything other than wrestling, I bit her hand, apparently, to get the remote back to put wrestling back on, so thanks for putting up with me. My husband, Martin, thank you for being my rock and my support. I love you very much, and for everything that you do for our family. And my son, David, my heartbeat outside of my body. The one who made me a mama, mommy, mom, and now, bruh. I want you to always dream big, baby. Believe in yourself and work hard, because when you do, you can reap the highest of rewards. And I hope Mommy and Auntie Velvel have shown you that tonight. To the fans, it is no word of a lie when they say, we could not do this without you. Velvet and I were just two indie girls who really wanted to make it. And you accepted us, you supported us, and 18 years later, here we are again. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We love you. And last but not least, my partner in crime, Velvet Sky. I am eternally, eternally grateful that we got to take this journey together. Our friendship is not only on screen, it's off screen too. We traveled the world together. We did so many life experiences together for years and years and years. It got to the point where we were thinking the same thoughts and finishing each other's sentences. I couldn't be here without you. Thank you for doing this with me. I love you very much. Thank you guys so much.
All right, here we are. Woo! Thanks, guys. Okay. Woo! I have performed in front of live crowds countless times throughout my wrestling career, but tonight feels completely different. Tonight isn't about wins or losses, titles or rivalries. It's about legacy. To be standing here at Bound for Glory, where it all started for me, and be inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame is one of the greatest honors of my career and life. TNA gave me an opportunity, a platform, and a family. To now be forever part of its history means more to me than words can ever express. First, I want to thank the people behind the scenes, the producers, the writers, the crew, everyone who makes this show come to life week after week, year after year. You all are the heartbeat of TNA. Tommy Dreamer, thank you for being here tonight to induct Angelina at 9 to the TNA Hall of Fame. And thank you for always believing in me from day one, the day I met you, probably 20 years ago. I appreciate you so much, Tommy. Terry Taylor, thank you for the happiest, most important phone call of my life when you called me in the fall of '07 and told me you wanted me to be a part of the first ever Knockouts division. That phone call was life-changing, Terry, and I'll never forget it. And that's all because of you, Jeff Jarrett. Thank you for signing my first ever TNA contract and giving me an opportunity to live out my dream here in TNA. Thank you, Jeff. Vince Russo. What else can I say but a huge thank you? You were the biggest supporter of the beautiful people. You gave Angelina and I the ball, and we ran with it. You believed in us. Jeremy Borash, Mike Tenay, Don West, rest in peace. Taz, you guys were the soundtrack to TNA and the beautiful people's entrance. You always made our matches so very special, and I thank you all for that. To the TNA locker room, past and present, thank you for your respect, your friendship, and your inspiration. To the Knockouts that helped start the Knockouts division back in 2007, I love all you girls. We all came together to form something extremely special and iconic, and we all did it together, and you will forever be my sisters. And to the current Knockouts division, ladies, keep killing it. I am so proud of you. Cute Kip, thank you for being our fashionista, our tag team partner, and most importantly, our mentor and friend. The Beautiful People was that much more fun and exciting because of your contributions to the group. Thank you to Jolene for the bomb-ass gear you always made me, and to Lee South for the always iconic Velvet Sky Knockouts photo shoots. I'm also a firm believer in never forget where you came from and who helped you get there. So without the following people, I would have never had the career I did, or would I be standing here tonight. First and foremost, my mom and dad. You both believed in me when I told you I was leaving college to pursue a wrestling career. You didn't doubt me, get upset with me, or make me feel like a failure. You supported my dream 100%, and because of your support, I was able to pursue my dream as a pro wrestler. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Jason Knight, my trainer, thank you for taking a chance on a 20-year-old me walking into your school. You trained me to be tough, resilient, and always have a thick skin. You taught me how to respect my peers and the wrestling business as a whole, and you primed me for the next step in my wrestling journey, which was branching out to Afa the Wild Samoan, known to all his wrestling kids as Pops. Afa and his family took me under their wing immediately upon the first day of meeting them and invited me to work on all of their WXW shows. My first ever pro wrestling championship was won through Afa. I'll never forget the family, how they treated me, and all the advice they gave me. I love you, Pops. Rest in peace. To every promoter who booked me on their shows while I was out there trying to make a name for myself on the indies and get noticed, thank you. Each of you played a part in shaping not just my career, but the person I became along the way. And come here, you. To my partner in all of this, Angelina Love. From the moment we joined forces, something special happened. The Beautiful People wasn't just a tag team, it was a statement. We came in confident, unapologetic, and we helped redefine what women's wrestling could be here in TNA. Angelina, I could not imagine this night without you standing next to me. My tag team partner and road sister for life. I'm so proud of everything we've done and accomplished together. When I think back on the matches, the makeovers, the brown paper bag treatment, the laughter, and the bond that we built, I'm reminded of why I fell in love with this business in the first place. We didn't just entertain, we inspired. We showed that women in wrestling could be powerful, sexy, confident, unapologetic, and absolutely unstoppable. To every young woman watching who dreams of standing up here someday, don't let anyone tell you that you can't. Keep working, keep believing, and never stop chasing what sets your soul on fire. To my wonderful extended family, Zach, Sarah, Willie, Jake, and Elsie. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. Thank you. And finally, to the fans who have supported me from day one, this moment belongs to you too. Thank you for letting me live my dream, for believing in me, and for being the reason I get to stand here tonight. My Pigeon Army, the most loyal group of fans I could ever wish and hope for. Whether you cheered or booed me, thank you for always showing up for me. I owe it all to you guys, the fans. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you, TNA, for giving me a home, a career, and a legacy that will last forever. Yo, Angelina, we did it. And I have one more thing, and I need all your guys' help on this, okay? On the count of 3, we are going to channel Taz and scream, "Let the pigeons loose." Are you guys ready? Don't disappoint me. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
special energy happening in TNA right now. We embrace the future. I will be TNA World Champion!
I'm coming to live forever or die trying.
It's Trick and Nate, and it's always gonna be Trick and Nate.
TNA Wrestling presents Bound for Glory tonight on TNA Plus.
Welcome back to the 2025 TNA Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony here in Lowell, Massachusetts. What a night it's been so far, but we still got one more. Our next honoree is one of the most decorated and beloved knockout in TNA history. She is a multi-time champion, a pioneer who helped put the knockouts division on the map, and a performer whose passion has inspired an entire generation. Let's take a closer look at Mickie James.
I can feel the fire in my heart. It burns so bright it won't go out.
Every generation has a heartbeat, a soul that drives its spirit forward, a voice that sings louder than fear.
From Richmond, Virginia, Mickie James!
Mickie James came with a dream and a purpose. She stood as a bridge between eras, a champion across generations, a trailblazer who walked so that others could run.
She has shown such a dynamic range of who she is.
She will go down in history as one of the best storytellers ever in professional wrestling.
You can't tell the story of her wrestling without the name Mickie James.
You helped build the foundation and left a legacy for all of us to help continue.
Every locker room that she's ever been a part of over the years, she's elevated.
What makes you a Hall of Famer is the legions of women that saw what you were doing and were inspired by you.
I don't think anybody's been able to do it like Mickie James.
She's a Hall of Fame talent who set the tone and set the standard, and then she reinvented herself when she became hardcore country Mickie James.
Hardcore country!
I'm gonna burn this mother down. I'm gonna burn it down to the ground.
She's inspired thousands upon thousands of women to follow their dreams, to go after their dreams in professional wrestling, and they can only hope to have a glimmer of a career like Mickie James has had.
I am so honored to call you my mentor. I'm honored to call you my friend. Thank you for helping me be the greatest that beat the greatest.
You're a godsend. Keep on, keeping on.
Like a phoenix from the ashes
Well,
of the
babe,
fire.
this is it. You're a Hall of Famer. It's long overdue and tremendously deserved. I'm incredibly proud of you, and you deserve it.
A warrior with a melody. Her spirit was unbroken, her heart unstoppable. Tonight, that heartbeat echoes into eternity for the woman who redefined strength through soul, who wore her heart like armor and made the world believe in every step from the beginning to the last rodeo. And now, TNA Wrestling proudly welcomes the hardcore country icon, the incomparable Mickie James to the TNA Wrestling Hall of Fame.
And now, to present Mickie James into the TNA Hall of Fame, please welcome her longtime friend and rival. She is a 5-time Knockouts World Champion, a 1-time Knockouts Tag Team Champion, and a 2-time WWE Women's Champion, Lisa Marie Varon.
You know, I'm more nervous doing this than getting ready for a match. This is bizarre because my friend Mickie James is more than a sister to me. And they said, be comfortable up here. Yeah, there you go. I'm a tomboy in heels. It doesn't match. Yes. You can sell it on eBay. Yes. But anyways, I am humbled and so honored that Mickie James asked me to induct her. We go way back, way back. She came into WWE. I wrote a speech, by the way, and you know what? It's not from the heart when you have, you know, right? Okay, so she came in knocking the walls down just like a Tennessee tornado. Honestly, I am so privileged to be able to go in the ring with her. And anybody that gets to lace up their boots to be with Mickie in the ring is honored. She made me better in the ring. She challenged it. Even on non-televised events, house shows, that's what we used to call it. We did not just go, it's a house show, let's just do what we do. We broke down the barriers. And I remember after our matches, especially our cage match, and then she let me run her over with a motorcycle. If you guys remember that? Yeah, I was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And then we had a hardcore match, and I said, hey, dunk my head in the toilet. She goes, what, really? And I go, yeah, totally. We had no barriers. We did not care what we had to do to get you guys entertained and for us to prove we're not the best match for women's matches. We're the best match. We always, thank you, thanks. And because of, and I appreciate each and every one of you for giving us courage and all the compliments to make us better. This industry is very tough. I went through a dark time. She was Mickie James, like, you know, I was going through little hell back at home. Backstage, Mickie comes in with a smile. Sis, I got you. I got your back. She is a friend that shows up and is always there. And if you are lucky enough to become part of her life and become a family and a sister of hers, or a brother, she will always, always get your back. And TNA, you are not just inducting a champion, you are inducting someone that has paved the ways for these little girls to be the best they can be, not just in wrestling, in life. She is a role model, and I love her. I'm sorry. I love her to death. I'm so thankful that I've known her for over 20 years. And you guys, TNA, you are crowning the best person on the planet. I love her so much, and you know what? I want to be Mickie when I grow up, honestly. She's a great mother, great wrestler, great sister, great daughter, and they're giving me the go home spot here, take it home. They're telling me to take it home. Just like back when I was like, hey, we had 7 minutes for a match. Okay, now you have 3. Things haven't changed, I'm just kidding. But thank you guys so much. Give your love for the freaking hardcore country queen, Mickie James, baby! Hardcore country!
I feel like I should take my hat off for a special moment like this. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. What to say, what to say. That's what I have been saying to myself for the last 2 weeks when I found out that I was going to have this honor bestowed upon me from TNA Wrestling. And to me, thank you, TNA Wrestling isn't just a company, it's a family. You know, when I look back at the history of Mickie James and who she is in this business, so much of that happened right here. They were the first company to give a young Alexis Lurie with so much passion, tad bit of talent, but a never quit attitude and a hell of a lot of heart, an opportunity. And so I want to say thank you to that. I want to say thank you to Jeff and Jerry Jarrett, who started the company with their own money and took a chance. And it's hard to believe that over 2 decades later, we're still standing here in front of you. And it's amazing. You guys have been on an incredible journey with all of us. And so TNA gave me my start, my real start. And you know, the opportunities, I want to say thank you to Raven and to Julio and to CM Punk. The Gathering for me was a huge step outside of my comfort zone, but I learned so much from my peers and from my brothers in that ring that really helped me transcend forward onto WWE and become the household name as Mickie James that you all came to love. Yeah, thank you. And then, not only that did they give me my start, they let me reinvent myself. Because in 2010, when I came back to this place where Dixie Carter was in charge and she called me, thank you, Dixie, for calling me and staying so persistent, because I really was questioning myself. I was really at a real big crossroads in my life. I couldn't decide what I wanted to do or why. And in that moment, I walked through these doors and I saw a familiar face, my sister, Lisa Marie here. And I realized, I look at this locker room and the opportunities that the women were being given to shine, not just in one segment, not just for 4 minutes, but we're talking main event, double segments, because they understood the power of a woman. And then Hardcore Country was born. So not only did I get to launch myself, I got to reinvent myself. And when I stepped into the role of authentically being me for the first time ever in 2010 and embraced Hardcore Country, each and every single one of you were right there along for the ride with me. And I'm so, so grateful. Thank you. You guys don't know how that makes us feel as performers. That's what we live for. You know, this business is hard. We travel a lot of miles. We put a lot of bumps and bruises. And, you know, sometimes what makes it worth it for us is when I can look out in that audience and I can lock eyes with you and I can lock eyes with you and I can lock eyes with you and I know that you're on this journey with me every step of the way, and you don't have any idea what that does for us. That's why we do what we do. That's why we push through and we persevere through every single day, because of you, because of the love that you give back to us. And so when I came back this last time, I was in a whole other world. But you guys helped vindicate me. And I don't think you know how powerful that was for me. I was able to test myself against a locker room full of women back there. And we're talking Deanna, we're talking Jordan, Tasha, you know, the list goes on, and these women, you know, I walked in as Mickie James, kind of defeated, and I didn't value myself, and I forgot who I was. But you guys reminded me, and you'll never let me forget it. You'll never let me forget it. When you talk about loyal fan bases, this place right here has probably the most loyal fan base I've ever seen in my life, I've ever felt, and I feel it every moment out here in front of you. And my fan base, the Mickie James fan base, the hardcore country fan base who has followed me and stood by me for 20 plus years, it's unbelievable to be able to say that, is insane. It's insane, and I'm so, so grateful for each and every one of you. I just want to say thank you really quick to my dad, who inspired my love for wrestling, to my mom, who told me what it was to follow your dreams and follow your hearts and never listen to the naysayers. Because they'll tell you you can't have something all day long just because they're too scared to go after it themselves. I believe that with my whole heart. My son's sitting here right in the front row. Every day, everything I've done, all I've ever wanted to do was do something to make you proud. And I wish my husband was here to celebrate, but obviously he had a big trip this weekend. And so I love you, baby, and I appreciate you being my rock and standing beside me always, always, in the good and the bad and the ugly. And you've seen them all. No, thank you. Thank you. And I guess I'd be remiss to go on and not say something about my haters. Because listen, a wise person once told me, you know how you made it? The haters. That's how you know you made it, right? So this one's to my haters, to the fakers, to the underappreciators. I may be a little too crassy, maybe a little too badassy. I may not be your cup of tea. I may not even be your top 3. But one thing I'll always be is hardcore.
Well, what a way to begin the countdown to Bound for Glory, an extremely emotional 2025 TNA Hall of Fame Induction Ceremony. Ray, well, 3 extraordinarily deserving women.
Absolutely no doubt about that. The first ever all-women's class of the TNA Hall of Fame, and nobody more deserving than those inducted tonight. Of course, headlined here by the incredible Mickie James.
I want to once again congratulate Angelina Love and Velvet Sky, the beautiful people, and of course, hardcore country, Mickie James. The first ever all-women's TNA Hall of Fame class here at Bound for Glory. He's the drama king, Matthew Raywalt. I'm Tom Hannick. We've got a lot of emotions here on the countdown to Bound for Glory, but there is a huge fight coming for us in our main event this evening in Lowell, Massachusetts.
No doubt about it. We've been waiting for this one, and that man right there, Mike Santana, has the fight of his life tonight. Can he right the wrongs of Slammiversary and get it done tonight at Bound for Glory?
Meanwhile, for 140 days, we have endured the nightmare that is NXT's Trick Williams as the TNA World Champion. He strides into yet another main event on a live TNA pay-per-view, looking to retain his championship and maintain his stranglehold on what he calls Trick-NA.
But right here, right now, in the countdown to Bound for Glory, let's put a title on the line as the Knockouts World Tag Team titles will be defended as the Inspiration take on the Elegance brand.
Very appropriate considering the all-women's TNA Hall of Fame class. Let's look at the taglines. Remember, a lot of this was sparked because Ash by Elegance relinquished the Knockouts World Championship and stepped away from in-ring action 2 weeks ago at Victory Road.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I have something important to say. Everybody pay attention because I have the personal concierge. You know, I didn't want this event in Boston. It should have been in New York City. Everyone is talking about Bound for Glory. But what they should be talking about is the Elegance brand. You see, we were robbed, and the TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions were lost. But tonight, we're gonna make do on that, and we're gonna bring them back to be the two-time TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champions. You shut your mouth, you filthy pigs! Stand up and welcome the gorgeous, the stunning, the beautiful Em and Heather by Elegance.
Can we recreate the Boston Massacre and focus it on the personal concierge?
Dear God, Hannafin.
What? Too soon?
Way too soon. No,
look who's joining us.
Thank God. Still had to relinquish, as you were saying before you were so beautifully interrupted by the personal concierge. Ash by Elegance relinquishing the Knockouts World title for her own health reasons, but still proudly representing here with the Elegance brand. You love to see it.
It was the Impact that followed Victory Road. Cassie and Jesse captured the titles from Heather and Em. And now we have this rematch tonight. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the best way to watch Bound for Glory tonight, it's on TNA Plus. Use the promo code GLORY25 for 10% off an annual TNA Plus VIP subscription. This offer expires tomorrow. So head to watch.tnawrestling.com to sign up and take advantage of the promo code GLORY25. TNA Plus, the best way to watch Bound for Glory.
And what a way to start the proceedings here tonight after the Hall of Fame with the Elegance brand, and of course, the Knockouts World Tag Team Champions.
And their opponents, they are the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, Cassie Lee, Jesse McKay, the Inspiration.
Cassie and Jesse have just one loss in 2-on-2 tag team action over the last 4 months. I mentioned it once, I'll mention it again. Bound for Glory is a huge stage, not just for us here at TNA Wrestling, but especially for the Inspiration. 4 years ago, Bound for Glory 2021, the Inspiration made their debut in this company and won the Knockouts World Tag Team titles on that fateful night.
It was a huge night for the Inspiration. I can't take that away from them. I can't take it away from them. I wouldn't even try. But
not allowed to.
But they have taken the titles. Ooh! I was about to say, taking the titles and the spotlight away from the Elegance brand, and clearly not sitting well with those within.
So Heather and Em going after Cassie and Jesse immediately. They're out to recapture the Knockouts World Tag Team titles here on the countdown to Bound for Glory. And this is Heather starting things off against Cassie Lee.
I mean, it has been it has been a tumultuous month, several weeks here for the Elegance brand, between everything we mentioned, of course, with Ash by Elegance and the loss here, which I think, obviously, all of that playing in together. So now it is time for the Elegance brand to rebrand, if you will, to get themselves back on the right track.
A relaunch, if you will.
Sure. Oh, God, I can't wait for the relaunch party after they rerun the titles.
Oh, God, at Kowloon's. There's a cover. Oh, and a kick out. Still to come this evening once Bound for Glory begins live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus around the world at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll see one final table. The Hardys and Team 3D for the TNA and NXT Tag Team titles in a tables match.
And, of course, The TNA World Championship is on the line. Can Santana finally get it done? Trick Williams defends against Mike Santana.
Also this evening at Bound for Glory, the TNA Knockouts World Championship was first introduced at this event back in 2007. As we heard moments ago, NXT's Kalani Jordan will defend the title against Indi Hartwell tonight in Lowell. Coast to coast there by M by Elegance. Here's the cover, trying to win the Knockouts World Tag Team titles in a kick out.
And the TNA X Division Championship will be on the line. A dream match of the modern age as Leon Slater defends against NXT's Javon Evans.
Tag made, also a true grudge match. Tessa Blanchard, a two-time world champion, goes one-on-one with our broadcast colleague, Gia Miller, who's looking to stand up for herself here at Bound for Glory. Also this evening, it's Hardcore War. Order 4 up against the system. Remember, Order 4 has the advantage heading into the match.
Unreal thing. And then, of course, the Call Your Shot gauntlet goes down. Somebody tonight, whoever wins that match, has the chance to call their shot for any title here in TNA.
And also the TNA International Championship is on the line as Frankie Kazarian will defend against the former champion, the first champion, Steve Macklin. That matchup will kick off Bound for Glory live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at 7 p.m. Eastern. Great double team there by the Elegance brand. Could this be it for the Inspiration and a kick out? Broken up there as well by Jessie McKay, who was taken off the apron moments ago by the personal concierge, who's back at it again.
Oh, what the hell? How dare they?
He deserves it. He's not in the match.
He's not in the match, exactly. Meanwhile, in the ring, Jessie McKay starting to clean house here with the Elegance brand.
A little over 5 minutes now until Bound for Glory, our biggest event of the year. TNA's greatest stage begins live on pay-per-view and TNA Plus at 7 p.m. Eastern here from the Tsongas Center in the greater Boston area, Lowell, Massachusetts. And now Jessie McKay going to work on both Heather and M by Elegance.
Fighting 2-on-1 here. Now down to the one-on-one scenario.
Jessie not gonna let Heather escape.
Willingly fighting 2-on-1, look out!
Oh, and gets 2 for 1. The cover on M, trying to retain the title, so in a kick out.
It's gonna take a lot more than that to put away the Elegance brand. They stand for more than just titles. They stand for a message. That message being they're a lot better than you.
Hold on a second, trying to set up for the press release here is Jessie McKay. M able to find a way out, went for the kick. Oh, back elbow there by Jessie.
But oh, beautiful pump kick there from M. Is it enough?
Trying to recapture the titles, couldn't hook the leg. Jessie gets the right shoulder up in time. The Elegance brand did set the record for the longest female-only Knockouts World Tag Team title reign at 202 days until they were dethroned last week on Impact.
Well, I was about to say they're going to beat it when they win the titles again, but look out. Not looking good right now.
A tag made. Heather appears to have been taken out of the equation. The Inspiration were trying to set up for the Idolizer there on M. Hold on, there it is, Idolizer.
Not again.
The Inspiration retains against the Elegance brand.
Here are your winners, and still the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team Champions, the Inspiration.
A travesty in Lowell, Massachusetts.
Oh, hush.
Either way, it all came down to this 2-on-1. And the Inspiration, it pains me to say, get it done on the countdown to Bound for Glory.
Think about everything we saw in this matchup. The Inspiration retaining against the Elegance brand, and what we learned from the new Hall of Famers, Mickie, James, the beautiful people. You can see the influence on all the women that were involved in this match.
I mean, there's no doubt about that. You can only get so far without someone blazing a trail ahead of you, and the women we saw inducted earlier on tonight did just that for the athletes you just saw in the ring here.
TNA President Carlos Silva returning the championships to the champions. The inspiration. Every TNA title is being defended tonight here at the 21st Annual Bound for Glory. This is our biggest event of the year, and Ray Wall, it is palpable. The feeling is absolutely spectacular. You and I were talking about it backstage. This one feels special. It feels like one of the biggest TNA events of all time.
I mean, I think it's hard to argue with that. We always say that Bound for Glory is our biggest event of the year, but this year is different. This year is special. The people in Lowell are out in force, and the electricity is real.
We've got to talk about our main event still to come tonight here at Bound for Glory. NXT's Trick Williams defending against Mike Santana. You referenced it moments ago. The absolute heartbreak that Mike Santana endured just a few months ago at Slammiversary in his home of New York, having to face his young daughter, Ariana, who is in attendance tonight here at Bound for Glory, and having to tell her that Daddy lost. Daddy didn't get the job done. Can you imagine what he's been enduring ever since?
I mean, this is do or die for Mike. He's had to go through, he's had to dig down back into his past. We've watched it the last several weeks on Impact to really find who he was again, to get himself here tonight into the main event of Bound for Glory, the biggest Bound for Glory in TNA's history, to bring that title home.
And the amazing thing about tonight is that while a new chapter could be beginning with the TNA World Championship, one chapter is closing. One final table. The Hardys and Team 3D for the last time will happen tonight at Bound for Glory. Lowell, Massachusetts, are you ready for our biggest night of the year? Bound for Glory is next.